Okay, good morning, everybody. It is about 8 a.m. and welcome to day 2 of the loneliest road in America. What I realized last night is I didn't do the map like I wanted to. So, here we have our paper map. Gonna see if I can zoom in, get the Sharpie out. I was going to use a highlighter for this, but it doesn't show up that well. So, here is Reno, right about there. Came down, in Carson City. And we immediately made our way west, or east, sorry, I don't know why I said west. All the way down 50 to Middlegate. From Middlegate, we went down south 361 to Gabs. Then we came back east. Not much of a path there, but that's about what we did. To get to Berlin. Then we came back up towards Middlegate. And then we just made very long drive to Austin. And now today we're going to do the rest of Austin into Baker. And what I realized yesterday is that I did not leave early enough, so I'm going to go see if I can get my Austin stamps at a gas station near here. And I just picked off a couple of big things that I want to do. So we're going to see some petroglyphs. We're going to do the Opera House and Courthouse and Eureka. A couple things in Ely and Baker if we have time for it. So let's get started. Alright, got my stamp for Austin. Got my gas. We're headed off to leave Austin and go to our first stop of the day, the Hickson petroglyph area, I think. I sound very unsure right now, I don't know why. It's a cute little town. It's a courthouse to the right, fire station, highway patrol, of course. Apparently they're opening up another gas station. I don't know why, but you know what? If that's what they want. Austin Museum. It's open. I don't think there was anything in there though. I mostly just want to see the stuff outside of the towns. So we're also heading directly into the sun today. Yesterday I got lucky that there was nothing really hurt my vision, but not today. Oh, there's a Ridley store. I probably could have stopped there also. That was probably closed. I'm leaving a bit earlier than I was expecting to. I thought I would have to stay here until about 9 to get my stamp, but I got to leave a little bit earlier. Which is good. Like I said last night, I already saw Stokes Castle. So if you want to see that, check it out on the short whenever I finish that. Or check out my Instagram. And we're leaving Austin. So I'll see you guys at the petroglyphs. Here we're back on
stretch of really nothing. So, thankfully the speed limit's like 70, so I'm gonna go about, I don't know, 80. And there's nothing here right now. Honestly, that's really cool and also kind of depressing. It also means that I'm gonna lose service pretty dang quickly. So yeah, let's just enjoy the road for a moment. Hopefully the sun that is on the GoPro isn't too obnoxious. I can show more of the road, but I can't get this thing to turn down. You actually need to show more of the road. And that's alright. Cruise control. At least on this giant, massive stretch. What's up to the left there? It's just some sort of industrial thing, maybe like a power supply. There's no one out here. There's one person behind me, and they're decently far behind. So we're about 10 minutes away from our first stop. So again, I'll see you guys there. Have you guys already been through here? Yeah. Any good ones?
Oh, I don't know what you want to call it, good.
But you can see them at least?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll take it. I've already seen the ones down by Fallon. Those ones are pretty decent.
Grimes Point?
Yeah, Grimes Point. Those are pretty good.
I live right over there.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Alright, so we may or may not be in a bust here. I guess we'll find out. So, here we're at Hickerson, Petroglyph area, which is another dirt road, for a car at least. But that guy said not to get my hopes up, which is, oh, here we go. Site etiquette, don't mess with it, got it. Oh, there's some right there. Some higher up, it looks like. Maybe? No. Trying to see if there's any, like, really good ones. As I see. Never mind. I think there might have been a nest up there, but I don't think so. Yeah. I mean, the rocks are cool looking at least. That looks like someone just scratched into it. Looks like there might be some. Ooh, that's a big one right there, actually. Pretty sure that is. Honestly, it's kind of hard to tell what's good and what's not. Or what's real and what's not. But, you know, sometimes that's a hand worked out. We just gotta go with it.
Thankfully, we actually have time to do this whole trail, so walk around, see what's around here. Hopefully see some petroglyphs, some decent ones. And we will head on to Eureka. And get our next stamp. This path is kind of leading everywhere. I was a little tired. I was expecting to sleep. Oh wait, here we go. Looks like we can walk up to this one. I didn't sleep as much as I thought I would last night. I was expecting to sleep about, I don't know, 8-9 hours. You can kind of see some right about there, I think. Some of these are just people curving into the rock wall. You can see that one right there. It looks kind of like a UFO or one of those boonie hats. That is just someone scraping into the wall. Yeah, like I say, I was expecting to sleep about 8 or 9 hours, maybe 10. I was pretty exhausted last night. I only slept a little less than 7. So, really did not sleep too much last night. I also couldn't get the Wi-Fi to work for some reason. So I guess I forget it and watch some TV. Which I haven't done that in years. So. I'm not seeing too much around here. I'm really not. I'm gonna walk around a little bit more. If I find anything, I'll start the video back up, but I'm really not seeing much right now. Okay, I haven't found more petroglyphs, but I did find these really cool stairs. So, head up this way. There's rocks all around us, so. It looks like there might have been some right about there, but I don't know, I'm not seeing much here. Which is kind of disappointing. I was expecting this to be full of them. Oh, no. Still no petroglyphs. At least none there substantial. Okay. I'm not seeing much here, so we're just gonna move on and go to Eureka. However, I could climb to the top of this little cliff here. It's a pretty awesome view. Kind of disappointed we didn't see any petroglyphs though. There's none that were really that good. But I'm gonna make my way back to the car and we will head to Eureka. And hopefully the places there are open. Okay, made it to Eureka. Right as I parked, Just saw a cop go rolling by over there, so friendliest city? Maybe not. But didn't seem like he was in too big of a hurry, so. We have two things to see here, the Opera House and Courthouse. So we're across. Hopefully also here we can go scan a passport stamped. As a very loud truck pulls away. Apparently that's our DMV right there. Huh. There's an ambulance there too. Awesome. 15-minute parking. That's for the post office. Hopefully. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, Sunday, Monday. Crap. Well. That's a bust. Let's try the courthouse. Hopefully that's open. Ah, man. That really sucks. But, oh well. Let's see if this place is open. General Motors. Alright. Will it be open? The door's open at least. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Where are you fare from?
I've been from Reno.
Oh, very good. Where are you going to?
Hopefully all the way to Baker.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I'm gonna go from Baker up north and then take 80 right back to Reno.
I hope you have jackets.
Well, I do have a sweatshirt.
It's very chilly up there. But have fun.
Perfect, thank you very much. Is the courthouse open to see the room?
Yeah, let me just double check. I'll get it up there. So go all the way up the stairs through those doors up there.
Okay.
And when you go in, right on your right hand side, there's 3 brown light switches. Go ahead and throw them on. You can leave them on.
Okay.
And that way you can actually see what's up there.
Perfect, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alright, well, that's a good sign at least. Three brown light switches. Ow, it shocks me. Wow. Look at this place. Old safe. Probably still get some use. Look at this. It's beautiful. Gotta make sure we get our video for the time lapse. We'll go from this side. Yeah, this whole place is absolutely beautiful. I'm not gonna go all the way up there because I don't want to get in trouble, so. Wow. Very, very pretty. I wish we had been able to see the Opera House. That really sucks we couldn't see that. What's this? District Judge Dan L. Papez. An old shotgun. Research still being done. Wolf attorneys practicing? Wow. Yeah, this place is pretty beautiful, honestly. Apparently this flag's made of silk. Wow. Wow. Alright, well, since the Opera House is closed, I'm gonna go see what our next stop is, but I think we're going to Ely next. So I will see you guys there. Enjoy one final view of this place. Beautiful. So that was amazing. We got to see an actual train car moving. And I bought a shirt and a hat that will hopefully still fit me and will hopefully not fade out like other shirts do. But up next, White Pine Museum. Look at that. Oh, there's dogs barking in the background. It's a coaling tower. I guess they put coal, maybe. I don't really want to walk around that. Let's head back down. We'll find something else to discover.
That was our original one. He died about 2 years ago.
I saw the statue up front. How long have they been working on these trains?
1906 was the startup. 1984 it turned into a museum, and it's been going since.
Wow.
So 40 years as a museum, 37 years with excursions. So yeah, they 81 in there. They're rebuilding her pilot, and the one up there was a axle with the smaller wheels. That one goes back on that one. I asked John yesterday. He said they're hoping mid-June they'll have that one back in service.
Oh wow. Is this the only museum that does this sort of thing that you know of? That actually reworks and everything?
No, the Carson City one does work on their stuff. The East Broad Top in, I think, Pennsylvania does. I know there's a few others, but those are the ones I know the names of.
This place is pretty amazing. Is he? Hey. Seems like they're all pretty well behaved.
Mostly.
Mostly.
He came from a ranch, so he's a little feistier. These two came from a foster trap and release system. So.
And they'll just hang out?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we keep them, their shots and vet checkups and their collars, because one of them decided, the other museum did a barbecue last summer and he went down and helped himself and then went home with somebody. So now they have tracker collars, so I can keep a eye on them because we invest in them pretty heavily. And our rodent protection system, they don't eat them anymore because they're spoiled rotten, but they do chase mice and rodents.
I'm sure that's really useful around here.
Oh yes, it helps keep our wiring safe quite a bit. And BJ there prefers to sleep on the guy's coffee pot. He's mad right now because I made him come outside. But if I don't, then he'll get into their food. And then the two inside, the short-haired one, Kenny, he's the reason they have to put all the cat food in Tupperware, because he'll sit in there and eat it until he makes himself sick. But they're all very loved. One of the shop guys spoon feeds them breakfast every morning.
Oh. And they don't cause any damage or anything?
No.
Wow.
No, the worst thing we get from them is carrying the coffee pot. They're spoiled. They've got their beds in that bench, and then down in the window they've got a cat tree and beds and food and water.
They're all taken care of.
They're spoiled rotten. Sometimes they'll get into the worst damage they do is the guys will leave pastries on the counter in there, and they'll get into that. So we just don't lock them in the office.
How much more is open down on this other side?
We don't have very many of the buildings open because we don't have enough personnel to keep them open.
Right.
But you're welcome to look through the windows.
Okay.
It sounds like 93 will be back in soon.
Is that what that sound was?
Yep, to be the engineer this morning. It's got 3 ballast cars and a caboose on it.
Oh wow. Air brake testing. A little hard to see inside, but it'll be easy right here. No, not really. Yeah, they're still working on a lot of these trains. And they've got their own pets. That was like an old snow plow right there. That was 2 of them. I didn't realize. It's like snow plows. Or if we could see a train come in. RIP building. I believe she said this is restoration in progress. So it's something they're actively working on getting started. I don't know how much you can see of this place when I'm poking the windows, but if you're ever in Ely, come here. This is worth the price of admission, which is $10. $10 for all of this. Really cool. And apparently they also do, you can actually ride some of the trains. They go out into the desert. I don't know where they go exactly. I know they go out by McGill, Nevada, and then come back in. So you can buy tickets for that. Maybe someday I'll do that when I come back through here. If I ever come back through here. I'm going to go ahead and stop the camera real quick. We'll pick up wherever we pick up. So I said we could look inside some of the buildings. I don't know if there's anything to see. Cars and stuff. This dog, just pet her. Trip on a rock. God. this garage. Doesn't look like there's anything in there. Electric shop. Huh. Hello.
You're welcome to go in, check things out. You have any questions, feel free to ask.
Absolutely. Is this all old equipment over here, or?
Yeah, there's most they're box cars and it's just storage. They store parts in them.
Okay. Oh. So they still work on these old things. That's pretty amazing, honestly. Oh, it's got a pole on it. Supposedly there's also some workshop cats around here. They just hang out. I don't know if we'll see any of them. Put this in my pocket. I'm kind of carrying it around. Look at them hanging out. They're just snoozing. Look how huge this building is. This thing is massive. want to pet the cats, but I don't want to wake them up. There it is. Look at this thing. Trying to get my phone out. think they're still working on these. This place is pretty amazing, honestly.
Good. Do you have any questions?
Not really, no.
Okay. That's already.
Is it just the two of them, or are there more?
There's 3.
Alright, so we're officially in Ely. We are in the Railroad Museum, which is, I can already tell you, I'm going to enjoy it. So, we'll go this way. She mentioned going this way first, so I'm going to go this way first. It is an old building, that's for sure. Or old 6 tracks, but I guess they still work on some of the trains. So we're gonna walk around, we're gonna see what we can find. Doing the map. So. Hello. This is front.
Engines. Coal, probably. Coal engines.
Cool engines in the picture.
Maybe steam. Over there.
Okay, so we made it to the border of Utah. Can't just say the border because that sounds weird. But I'm here in the hotel, and unfortunately, I think everything is closing right now. So, we're going to do a quick room tour, and then we'll talk more about that. But, there's the front door. It's actually a really nice little room. Chair. I'm going to turn this over. All my stuff that I just tossed up there. Okay, a little closet space, fridge, microwave. I brought all my stuff in, so I brought my cooler and bags in. There's the bed. It's very, very firm, actually. So that'll be interesting. Lamp, little painting. AC/heater unit, chair, and the bathroom, which is nothing crazy. Hit the wrong switch. Shower, toilet, very nasty looking, whatever that is. That's just okay. I'm only here for 2 nights, so sink. Yeah, bigger than the last place, but as you notice, there's no TV. Thankfully, I got the Wi-Fi password and I checked it and it works, so that's a plus. So, with everything being closed, unfortunately, I think a lot of Great Basin is going to be closed. There's not going to be a whole lot to do. It's going to be probably one small trail, maybe the caves if we can get in there, but I don't think we'll be able to, because that requires a reservation. At least one of them does. I don't know about the other. I'll find out tomorrow, because it's closed right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go walk around. I think the Utah sign, the Welcome to Utah sign, is around here somewhere. Should be like right outside. Go to my location. Yeah, we are technically in Utah. Where my cabin is, it is in Utah. So let's go. Let's go walk outside. I should probably take my key with me. That would be smart. I should probably also take my ID and everything so people don't stop me. And I don't need my car keys right now, so let's head outside. Show you around. Wrong one. Yeah, this is it right here. This really is it. So walk over here. I think this is it right here. I think that's the sign. Bordering casino. It's really windy out here. As you can tell, there is nothing. So, let's see if this is the sign right here. That it is. That it is indeed. So, let's take a quick little video. Pan up. Quick selfie with it, because why not? That seems to be a popular thing to do nowadays. Also, Loneliest road sign over there. Let's go check that out. Make sure we look both ways before crossing the street. How's it going? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, just finishing up?
Just finishing up.
Yep.
Technically not fully done because I still gotta go up north to West Wendover and go back across 80.
All tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah, I'm going to hang out around here probably play in the park there tomorrow.
That's my hope for tomorrow also, but I don't have many hopes for it.
Yeah, I don't think, definitely don't think I'm going to get to the top. I'm not prepared for that, but I think there's a couple of shorter hikes that are a little lower in elevation.
I hope so. I was just looking. Apparently, it might be closed down there also.
Yeah, I saw that. So yeah, I'll just take a drive in tomorrow and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Keep your fingers crossed.
I might drive in there tonight, see if I can't do a little stargazing.
Right on, right on. Yeah, I'll try to get some astro shots as well tonight. I'm hoping all this clears up tonight. It's kind of hazy.
Should.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, hey man, you enjoy, all right?
Thank you. You also. Alright. Oh god, we have the freaking sun right there too. There's nothing out here, so I'm gonna head back into the room. I'm gonna see what I want to do. Probably charge my phone for a little bit because it needs it. Okay, I can't show this off on camera, unfortunately, not on the GoPro. But way out there, way out there, is actually Wheeler Peak in Great Basin. And if I'm lucky, that's where we're going to be going tomorrow. But you can't see it on camera. It's covered in snow. So we might be sticking to the bottom half of Great Basin, which would kind of suck, but yeah, that's kind of what I get for planning the way I did. I really just kind of threw this whole trip together. Still been worth it though. Absolutely still been worth it. So let's go ahead and head back to the car and get on to Baker. So far this trail doesn't seem too worth it. But it is nice to get out and walk around a little bit. See a little bit of the nature that's out here. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any animals really. I've seen some antelope, some deer, plenty of birds. All while I was driving, but nothing else really. But that's alright. You know, we don't need to see every single animal that's out there. Especially since apparently this area is very prone to mountain lions and bobcats. Neither of which I really want to see in person. Not unless I'm very far away. But you know, still a really pretty area. I don't know, this could be worth it, could not be. I think it's also just the worst time of day to see anything because we're in the middle of the day. And most animals are not going to show up until, you know, dawn or dusk. I think over there is campground. It looks like campground. This must be a bridge that connects the two, I have to guess.
Nice little creek. Huh. That actually wouldn't be a bad shot if I had the camera. Unfortunately, I don't have the camera, so won't know where I'm supposed to go actually. Maybe up there? I actually don't know. I see a possible sign up here. Actually, is this just right back of the car? No, this isn't. What am I talking about? No, this is something else entirely. I think I just lead to the campground. Again, really pretty area. I'll give it that. Let's head back down. Actually, I might be heading up that way, if I could guess. Oh yeah, here we go. It always kind of sucks when you can't see where the path is completely, so I'm gonna finish this, see if there's anything else to look at. If not, we'll meet up back at the car. Okay, so I just talked to a couple of older people that just came out of the trail. Seemed pretty worth it, so we're gonna go do it real quick. We're gonna head that way. Right now, so let's get this turned around. We got kind of spare, so it's only 210. I'm also going to try and get another small video for the montage. Yeah, these things are pretty cool. It'd be great to see them in action. Alright. There's a little bench right there you can chill out at. Actually, go over that side. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Let's go hit up that trail. See where it leads. See if there's anything worth seeing. Also got water with me just in case. How you doing, guys?
Good, how are you?
Good. Alright. It's Willow Creek Trail. Supposedly only takes an hour, so we'll see. I don't have the camera on me, so I can't really take any pictures of anything. I'm not willing to go back for it right now. I've been enjoying not having stuff hanging on my neck and back and everything. So, let's see where this goes. Okay, so we made it to oh, Jesus. Oh. I really hate they make you do it. Anyways, I don't think we're gonna spend too much time here, but I need to get out and stretch my legs and my back a little bit. We're gonna check these out. I'm gonna leave my fee, and then we will head on to Baker, because this is the last actual stop. Chapter 11, the Bandit Hideout. So I guess these were built by miners. Feet high, 27 feet long. I know you walk into these. Wow. Look how massive these things are. There's what, 6 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 of them. I don't know if there's anything else. That might just be another parking area. I'm guessing a lot of these are going to be the same inside and out. Let's walk over here real quick. One thing I've noticed, I do a lot of right to left on my videos. I'm going to try and remember to do left or right here. I don't know if there's anything else out here. I just know about these. I don't know if there's anything else. It's a trail of some kind. Willow Creek Trail. She's down to Willow Creek. A half mile. Takes about an hour. Still, let's take a look. I'm actually curious how far Baker is. I don't think Baker's very far. Well, that's about an hour, so kind of what I expected. Which, hang on, there was something there. Okay, since we do have an hour, since we didn't have time weren't able to do the museum, we're gonna do the trail, get the baker. That'll give me a chance to get in and check in. So I'm gonna go pay my fee real quick, and we will head on the trail. See if there's anything worthwhile. So, bad news. The White Pine Museum is completely surrounded in construction. So, there is no safe way to park, and there is no safe way to actually cross into to get to the actual museum itself. The one spot there is completely filled up. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to skip that, and we're gonna move on to Baker. I think there's one stop along the way to Baker, but that's gonna be it. Okay, third time I've tried to make this video because the battery keeps dying. But I switched out for a new one, so I should be okay. So, I went to Baker. There was nothing really going on. Everything was closed, pretty much. I did talk to a couple from California. Can't remember where they said they were from. But I talked to them for a few minutes when I got in there, and I got some Mexican food. It was very, very good. But now it's time to go into the map. As you can see my mess that I've made. Ignore that. I just have a massive mess going, but I can't really see. Let's see. It's light. Yeah. There we go, that's better. But we're about here. So, basically all we did was go all the way. There was nothing really crazy going on. All the way to 50, then down south to Ely, and then from Ely, I'm trying to remember exactly where it went. I want to say we went down Highway 6. Anyways, we went from Ely there, way back up to 50, all the way to Utah, which we're about right there. And I also just put like an extra little line for going into Baker, even though I didn't do anything with that. But I'm gonna look at my phone real quick because I want to see exactly where I went to get to the Sharp 11s. No, it's down south below Ely. Directions. My location now is showing me from Ely, Nevada. Okay, so it was basically going from Ely, and it just kind of goes something like that, sort of. But I think, assuming everything goes the way I want it to go, which so far it's not gone the way I want it to go, due to weather, not weather, but random stuff that is completely out of my control. We should be going to Great Basin tomorrow. should. Even if we don't do much, we still get into the park. And if we get into the park, great. We'll do anything we possibly can. But I'm really not expecting much. But this has been day 2 of the Loneliest Road in America road trip. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below anything you want. And until next time, until tomorrow for day 3.